Ladies and gentlemen, now today, the deep dives for both Quicksilver and Gallon have just gone live on the official Marvel Contest of Champions YouTube channel. So we've got a full look at all of their abilities, all of the utility, and all of the new synergies that are going to be coming with next month's update. And Quicksilver is just looking absolutely ridiculous. He is like an arsenal of utility, packed with like insane burst damage on debuff detonation. So one of the first observations is that the character feels so weird to watch because he's moving at like hyper speed, and also his basic combo, instead of being 5 hits, is 13 hits. So the combo meter itself is racking up substantially faster in comparison to any other character in this game. So building up this character, you've got all these micro hits which apply whiplash debuffs, use special 2 to double those and detonate, and then yeah, the opponent just disappears after that. So that's kind of a general gist of like how Quicksilver appears to function in terms of his rotation, but there's also kind of bigger combos you can use with the special 3 as well, that allow you to double the detonation cap, I believe up to 99 or 100. So this means when you double that again on the special 2, you can just get this absolutely ridiculous detonation that hits twice as hard in comparison. So yeah, you see him just going absolutely ham here. The combo meter, racking up to about 200 hits, getting very close to the special 2. If you can see those whiplash debuffs on vision, you see they're almost to 196 there. You get the double from the special 2 incoming here, so it brings them up to 192. And again, there's no class advantage here, but that was a 328k detonation. So very, very nice there. Again, it kind of like just looks like if you're like an out of context screenshot, I'd be like, this champion sucks, his damage is so low. But you've just got to keep in mind, this is not a champion that you can ever just like look at the combo meter and judge how good he is. So the first thing when playing this champion is he's got 100% chance to evade when dashing at the opponent or while he's stunned. So if you make a bit of a mistake, you dash in at the wrong time, you get like a poorly timed intercept, there's a nice little safety net there on a 15-second timer. However, if you're fighting against him, if you use a champion like Corvus Glaive or maybe Hitmonkey, maybe Shang-Chi as well, that's got guaranteed critical hits, you can actually bypass this evade mechanic. Now, the second component of his evade as well is whenever you dash back, it applies a wither to the opponent, which reduces the passive power gain. And this has just been like a crazy, crazy debuff for like high tier Alliance War. We have like super annoying power gain nodes as well. So this wither per stack has a 35% potency, but then for every single point you've got in Dex as well, gives it an additional 5%. So for most people, it's going to be 40%. I think if you got it fully maxed out, that's going to be 50% per wither. So yeah, that seems horrendously good to control a lot of very annoying power gain champions, especially in scenarios where they're not throwing their special attacks and all you can do is just dodge them and keep dodging them, because every single time you dodge, you're going to put more wither on them as well. And then you've got the main damage focus mechanic, which is Whiplash. So these are debuffs that have a 35% chance to apply per hit. So you've got his combo, which is 13 hits there. So this stacks up, as you can see in a lot of the gameplay, very, very quickly when you're drilling out those full combos. So again, in order for the standard rotation, just special 2, you want to get it as close to 50 as possible, then special 2 to double it and detonate it if you're looking for max damage there. So yeah, if you get the lineup right, there's a very handsome reward to the payoff, and just using medium attacks, you can refresh these debuffs as well. So they seem fairly easy to maintain, especially considering that he has really good power control mechanics as well. Now, the second thing is momentum. So whenever you dash back, you gain 12 momentum, and also on every single hit, you gain 1 momentum. However, using heavy attacks, it can double your momentum for the duration of kind of the green passive there. So meaning when you dash back, you get like 26, and then every single hit is going to give you 2 momentum. So the more momentum you get, the first thing is it reduces the cooldown on his evade, meaning that your safety net is just getting more and more frequent. At 300, he cannot miss opponents and also inflicts a slow debuff. So just 300 charges, again, very quick to get that. He's going to counter all miss champions, any unstoppable champions, and any evade champions as well, all while having like massive power gain, reversal, and mitigation there. So yeah, some pretty crazy stuff on that one. And also at 600 charges, he can trigger the parry mastery against non-contact attacks, and his evadability accuracy cannot be reduced. So that means he can parry champions like Iron Man Infinity War, and yeah, even if there is some sort of ability accuracy reduction on your evade, if you get above 600 charges, again, he can still evade. He's just going to ignore the ability accuracy reduction. And then at 900 charges, he enters terminal velocity mode, increasing the dodge invulnerability window on his dashback by 33%. And he also retains all of the abilities generated so far. And also, this additional terminal velocity mode kind of enhances the effects of certain special attacks as well. So that's kind of the rotational loop. Again, there might be certain points in certain fights where he doesn't have access to all of the utility, but at least from what we can see so far, it seems like fairly quick to build up the speed in order to get certain bits of utility if you're using heavy attacks and really trying to focus on that. So yeah, you've really got to think about how you want to play this champion and what kind of utility you want and what you're trying to counter in certain fights. But for a lot of the core stuff, again, 300 charges is going to cover that. Now for the Synergies. So this one I'm really excited for with Black Bolt, mainly for the Black Bolt one. It gives Quicksilver a bit more non-damaging debuff duration, but for Black Bolt, it gives him guaranteed critical hits on every stunned opponent. So this means with Black Bolts like Fury Ramp Up, Crit Damage Ramp Up, Fallen Humans Team, Hit Monkey, Black Bolt is going to have access to guaranteed critical hits. So yeah, I think that's going to be pretty damn spicy. I'm very excited to, test out some Black Bolt content next month. Because yeah, the combination of all those synergies I think is going to be pretty damn broken. So another synergy is this one with Magneto and also Professor X, which reduces the opponent's Purify ability accuracy by minus 100% after a parry, meaning on Magneto with certain annoying matchups where they usually like shrug off the stun, you just keep going and like spam those heavy attacks. There's also this Wiccan one which gives him degeneration resistance for every 100 momentum charges of 8.3%. So yeah, I think he gets up to about like 70% at 900 charges. So it's not like, a full option, but maybe like a bit of a partial option there to help mitigate some damage. And there's also these Scarlet Witch synergies, which all of them seem amazing. So after he reaches max momentum, the first special attack that Quicksilver does gets like 70% additional attacks. There's like a massive additional burst there. And also for Scarlet Witch, the synergies are just like massive prowess buffs. Every time Scarlet Witch gains one of her instabilities, she gets a prowess. And like from that Sweeter video, man, like her special attacks are already a bit too much. And the same with the classic version of Scarlet Witch. And you can really see here, like, how quickly these prowesses can just, like, appear out of nowhere and, like, turbocharge that special attack damage. So, yeah, overall, there's a lot of interesting potential with some of the synergies. I like the Scarlet Witch ones. I like some of the ones for Magneto. But I really like the Black Bolt one just for, like, a super impractical, like, God mode Black Bolt team. So this was just kind of my initial reaction and thoughts on Quicksilver. He seems to be an outstanding champion. He looks like he's got it all, just an absolute arsenal of utility that's perfect for the Mystic class, and so many really annoying nodes, especially littered throughout the middle of the game. Like, this guy looks like an absolute champion for so much stuff that resides in Act 6, having just a very easy counter to Unstoppable, evade champions, miss paths and lanes. Like, the utility on this guy looks absolutely phenomenal on the base. Again, kind of the biggest drawback that I see with Quicksilver is this man looks super, super reliant on debuffs. It kind of appears that if you can't debuff the opponent, then yeah, it's not going to be a very fun time. He probably loses about like 200, 300% of his damage, because really those like massive spicy numbers all come from the burst combo, which is looped into the special too. But it does look like, in terms of the stress of his playstyle, that he's not the most like intensive character to play around with. Like, some characters, there's so much to micromanage that they're like borderline unenjoyable, but he moves around very quickly. Again, every medium attack, apart from like a medium light medium combo, which will instantly detonate Whiplash. So any other combo you do, I think including medium and like, your standard, 13 hit combo is going to refresh Whiplash. So at least from some of these gameplay clips, it appears that he's quite practical and very easy to maintain kind of those Whiplash debuffs on the opponent. And again, that seems to be the biggest part of this character. And there are some synergies to extend that duration slightly if you are having problems. So yeah, overall, Quicksilver is looking amazing. He he was the People's Choice champion, and they went ham with Hercules, and it certainly seems like they've really gone the full distance for Quicksilver as well. So yeah, you can tell with just the visual design of this character, his animations, the entrance animation of him zooming about, and just all these crazy special attacks and visual effects and kind of sped up basic combo, that they've really had to go the extra mile the distance, and it looks like initially they've really delivered on making Quicksilver just a phenomenal addition to this game. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and if you did enjoy this breakdown, please do smash that like button, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you all very much for watching, take care, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day.